Hi, this is Voxel. I'm going to be playing some MS-DOS flight sims, and I thought, why not record and share the experience to inflict it on my friends, at least one of whom is interested in flight sims. Spoonboy has recommended that I start with F-15 Strike Eagle 2. I've played it a couple of times, it seems pretty good. I'm going to be playing on an Xbox One controller, which isn't by any means a serious flight sim control setup, but it's well supported in DOSBox, which is what I'm going to be using to play the game. Quickly calibrate. Got some ads for other games. And let's create a new pilot. Right, we've got a difficulty level selector here. There is quite a big difference between the difficulty levels. Rookie, you start off mid-air. You seem to bounce off of the floor and the ocean surface without being destroyed. But we're going to be playing on Ace because we want to lose and have a good excuse when we do. Let's go to Libya. Alright, now the game came with a bunch of printed maps which aren't in-game. So if we want to know where any of these locations are, we can consult the handy dandy map scans. Look for the oil rig at Raguba. UC90, so UC9 here, so this is Raguba Field, so our first target. And our second target was the airbase at Port Braga, which is here. And we're launching from the USS America. So we're going to be flying here across the line of death, which is a imaginary line. You don't die if you cross it, but there are a lot of anti-air defenses amassed along here. So we're going to cross this, come this way, take out a secondary target, probably try and hit this as well on the way. Get to Raguba Field, smash that up, and then get home in time for dinner, if we're still alive, which seems a bit unlikely. Okay, let's go. Right, start off on the aircraft carrier, and there's already a bogey flying overhead. Let's see if we can't start off by taking him out. Suppose I'll lift up to the undercarriage. Okay, now set a waypoint for our primary target. Our plane comes equipped with 3 types of missile. We've got our short-range Sidewinders, we've got our mid-range AMRAAMs, and a ground attack Maverick missile, which is what we're going to be using to hit our objectives. So I'm going to try and keep some of those in reserve. Game's got a fairly nice view system. You can look in various directions, check your own face out, see if there's anything behind you. Probably too late to do anything about it, but it's nice to know you can watch your impending death close in behind you. The missiles make it pretty easy to kill enemy aircraft, but you do have quite a limited supply. That's for enemy missiles. The lines on the radar represent incoming missiles. If you put them 90 degrees off your course, fly perpendicular to the course of the missile, they seem to miss you nearly every time. You also have chaff and flares. You don't have time to fly an evasion course like here. Also turn on a camera director so we can so we can see how we miss apparently. Let's try a sidewinder. Maybe we're too close for the aim round. I think that worked. The director's pretty cool, but it does have a tendency to take the view away at critical moments. You can't see your radar, for instance. You can't watch incoming missiles while you're in the external director views. Where are we going? Wait, of course. Okay, so this is the airbase up ahead. It's a secondary target, but the closer of the two. Too many missiles closing in to use the external camera, I think. There's an oil tanker. Alright. Side 2 at the airbase, they seem to be fairly robust. And I doubt you could hear that, because I barely could, but there's the voice confirmation that we've destroyed our secondary target. Go straight to the primary target. And there's the confirmation that we've achieved our objective. So now we just have to fight our way back home. There's no point bringing any of this ordnance back to the carrier, so to get some targets of opportunity on the way home. Should hopefully also reduce the amount of missiles we have to dodge on the way back, because we are less than half fuel at this point. The chaff's not always 100% effective. All this dodging is going to waste fuel that we need. Probably quite badly. Every time I get hit, I lose maximum airspeed. My engines now won't throw up quite as high as they would before. But I can still engage the afterburner. It's reduced effectiveness. Seems quite rare to be destroyed outright by a missile in the game. It seems like every hit just reduces your speed further and further up to the point where you're unable to maintain altitude, and you slowly, often quite quickly, plummet straight down into the ground. Fire a sidewinder at this MiG that's following me. As the boat chooses that moment to open fire. That sidewinder was a miss. Of course. One more Maverick, and there's a missile boat somewhere down below. Turning in favour. That was a miss. Seem to be able to see the boat from up here. Well, it looks like we've got a clear run back to the carrier. I'm going to use time acceleration to speed things up. It's always a nice feature. And you have to fly realistic distances. Or at least long distances. Two planes overhead are friendly, pretty sure. Yep, says no target, do not shoot. Start slowing down for approach, use the air brakes for a moment. I have managed to land on the carrier, just have to trust me. Oh, this is way too fast. But apparently the wires work really well. Hope I didn't get whiplash. Okay, now we get to review our mission. Let's see what happened. Shut down some planes, blew up some stuff, got hit again, and we made it back. Now for the accolades. Wonderful. So yeah, that's the game. We've got a bunch of other theatres. Middle East is quite difficult. Seems a lot more fair for the opposing forces. But the main difference is just the colour of the ground, really. It's a bit more green, less orange. It seems like in every theatre you do start with a enemy MiG directly above. And your two allied patrol craft that are guarding the carrier don't seem to do very much about it. Okay, well that's going to be everything for this video. Thanks for joining me and watching me stumble my way through this game, which is called F-15 Strike Eagle 2. Didn't forget.